Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for August 2022. This is a general reading with messages meant for those with Leo in their birth chart. However, cross watchers are also welcome. Keep in mind that the roles of the individuals or energies identified may be swapped, and the intensity of the energies may vary. So feel free to take whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. So we're starting with a Celtic Cross tarot reading, and we'll close off with an oracle card message. Here in the present situation, you have the Five of Cups. What covers is the Six of Pentacles. Above you have the Hierophant, below the Ace of Pentacles. In the past you have the Five of Wands. In the near future you have the Nine of Swords. Your attitude of the situation is the Magician. In your environment you have the Five of Pentacles. Your hopes and fears you have the Six of Wands. And for the outcome you have the Eight of Cups. So here it seems in your past, recent past, there's some type of some kind of conflict. This may be in your friend group. This can be work colleagues, family, but basically a sense of, people kind of trying to figure out what it is that they want. It does kind of indicate that it's more external, because in your environment you have the Five of Pentacles here, which is a sense of, if not a like financial difficulties and struggles, more of a feeling that you're not welcome or included or valued or have a place to actually feel welcome. So here with the Five of Cups, you also have here the Five of Cups, the present situation, another five. Fives in general have to do with conflict, competition, instability. So with the Five of Cups, there's a sense of loss, disappointment, sadness. So whatever is going on in the past, it still seems to be with your environment, or that kind of either a victim mentality or a sense of looking at what you don't have, or what the environment isn't providing. The people within that environment possibly, blaming or really not looking at what can be accomplished. It seems that there is a sense of sadness there, or disappointment. With the Six of Pentacles here, covering the Five of Cups, this is a card of balance and harmony, kind of really, it's a card of charity. So if there is a situation where there's a lack of finances, then there is the idea that, ask for help. See if there is, someone that can help you out. And if this is kind of like an ongoing situation, then perhaps even, find out if someone can teach you how to deal with the situation. You have another five here, which is the Hierophant. This has to do with, that concept of a teacher. So here, this is the position of the conscious mind, something that you're thinking about. Perhaps you are wanting someone to kind of just oversee things, someone who can kind of, tell you what exactly to look for, or to kind of make things better. When we kind of have tried our best, or we feel that we've tried our best and things aren't really working out our way, this concept of the Hierophant, this sense of, having faith, having a belief that, there's something greater than ourselves that can really, bring people together, or at least recognize that they have a place to go. That's kind of how the Hierophant kind of fits in. So for some of you, this is a sense of possibly even being lost, in terms of you're not feeling comfortable where you are, you don't feel like you have support, you kind of don't really gel well with people in your environment. So this idea of the Hierophant being in the conscious mind, this could kind of indicate either thoughts of needing someone to kind of come in and tell you, what to do, kind of bring in some rules and order, or possibly even kind of, for some of you, you might need more of a spiritual direction here. What you have below in the unconscious mind, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is an opportunity for something new. So this is kind of, you might not be aware of it, but it's kind of working in the background, perhaps wanting an opportunity for something new, perhaps wanting to have a new sense of, surroundings, your environment, a new job, going to, a new social group, something along the lines where you have the opportunity to invest in that and kind of show what you can do. Because you have here the Magician as being your attitude, or of the situation, where there is a sense of confidence and being aware of your environment, having skills and talents and the resources to manifest what you want into reality. This does require honest communication with yourself about what it is you need, and awareness of your environment, and if what you want to create requires the assistance of others, and being able to communicate those ideas as well. So here, you do have the Five of Pentacles in your environment. You can see here, there are two lynxes here, and this one has an injured paw, and they're both like kind of going through the snow and not really being able to appreciate this sunrise behind them. What you have in your hopes and fears is the Six of Wands. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Sixes have to do with a sense of balance and harmony. The hope is of being successful, coming out on top. Here you have the Five of Wands, this conflict going on. With the Six of Wands, you're kind of being recognized by your community as someone who is, leading. someone who's kind of rising above that conflict and leading the way, taking on, you know, the brunt of the difficulties, whatever that may be. The fears behind the Six of Wands is that it's just, winning the battle and not the war. It's a sense of being, accepting that recognition and being happy about it, but also being concerned that you have to be on the lookout for something else. So here in the near future, you have the Nine of Swords. And here is a wolf kind of having this nightmare of being eaten by itself, kind of being devoured by itself. And there's no one else in the pack that this wolf is seeing is available. So Nine of Swords has to do with stress, anxiety, nightmares, fears, things that are sometimes outside of your control. So here, for some of you, because you have the environment as the Five of Pentacles, because the present situation is the Five of Cups, and it looks like here the outcome is the Eight of Cups, is, kind of leaving something. For those that may need to talk to a counselor, some type of mental health professional, some type of spiritual counselor, medical professional. Here, this could also be represented, or those professions, that someone who's an expert, someone who is able to kind of see the connection between you and something greater. That is something that you might also be having in mind. So let's go through and clarify. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands in the past here. You have the Four of Pentacles, and this is a card of trying to get a sense of stability, a sense of security. So, to some degree, the Five of Wands, when it is amongst, a group of people, it's each individual is trying to figure out, where they kind of fit in, where their priorities and goals, and try to fit in, kind of with the group. It's like growing pains. So to some degree, there is a sense of trying to get a sense of foundation and stability. So let's take a look at the Five of Cups in the current situation. You have Queen of Pentacles here. So the Queen of Pentacles is, it's someone who is nurturing, is caring, manages resources well, manages time well, manages business well, is connected to people around. It could be to some degree that this type of person was like left the situation, or you need this type of person to be involved to kind of oversee things, to make people feel a little bit more connected to each other, and kind of having a concern about and like taking care of a little bit. Let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Cups here. So, to some degree, if this is kind of conflict amongst two people, it's a sense of someone being more just kind of looking at a situation as things aren't going to change, things are bad, and woe is me. And someone looking at the situation of, well, we can help each other out. We can just, we can make it through. What if we kind of help each other and work together? And it might just be like a, conflict of, individuals. Or if this is an individual person, then of ideas and energies going on of, the fives with there's instability and then competition, and then with the sixes trying to find some balance and harmony. So it may be you, it might be two separate people, two separate groups, but that's kind of the sense going on there. So here, let's take a look at the Hierophant above. You have the Four of Wands, and this is a celebration of milestone, celebrating with your community, being recognized with your community. So to some degree, it kind of indicates like a desire to have really a community with shared goals and shared beliefs. So let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles below. You have the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, it's a sense of, needing to see things from a different perspective, possibly to kind of, shift the ego a bit and really take some time to look at things. And it's almost like preparing for transformation. It's like kind of gearing up to see what is no longer serving you, what's no longer for your best and highest good, and preparing to release those things to allow something new to come in, allow something that is for your best and highest good to come in. So let's take a look at your environment here, the Five of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is this kind of concept that what's going on in your environment has that potential. Whatever it is, this conflict is, this competition, there is that potential for prosperity, for something new to come about. It's just whether or not you find it together on your own, are aware of, how to get there, how to work together, and possibly, not being able to, what's the word? Not being able to create this opportunity or have this opportunity the present path that you're going. So there is, a sense of beginnings with these aces, Ace of Pentacles, the two Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician here, who's able to create something new into the material world. So there is this, perspective of creating something new. And, for some of you, this also could be like, this could be internal views. Another way to look at this is, I'm thinking maybe someone who wants to go into into the medical field, and having spent money and time on that, and then now kind of wanting to still help people, but wanting to be more in like the spiritual field, and trying to figure out how to make that change, that shift, and not having the resources for that. So that's a different way to kind of look at this spread as well. So let's see here with the magician. You have the high priestess. So here the magician is your outlook on things, being able to create, manifest something in the material world. With the high priestess, it's the ability to know things that are hidden, things that are secrets, things that would really be for your best and highest good. It is kind of in tune with the Queen of Cups over here. To some degree, there is this kind of not battle, but juxtaposition between something that's material and something that is more spiritual in a sense. The high priestess is also aware of that things, it's not either or, it's not this or that. There are a bunch of endless potentials, variations, possibilities. Being aware that there are those like potentials, that there is nothing that's really clear cut. To some degree, kind of blending these two together is kind of what the hope is. So let's take a look at the hopes and fears. The Six of Wands is being successful, this victory. You have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a card of kind of using your talents and skills, being dedicated to creating something of value. This is usually a work, career, job card. So this could be something where you are trying to be successful, maybe even trying to shift jobs, shift careers, blend two together. So let's take a look at the Nine of Swords, because that is in your near future. And there's a lot of pentacles so far, and wands. There's cups, This is the only swords. So in terms of like the communication, the analysis, the intellect involved, it's kind of just stress and internal dialogue that's not really helping to solve the problem. You have here the World. So this is a card of completion, accomplishment, rebirth. It's similar to the Four of Wands in the sense of celebrating a milestone. So here with the Nine of Swords, it's almost as if whatever is stressing you out, whatever is causing you to be in this, or will cause you to be in this state of stress or anxiety, it's almost as if that will lead you to understand how things come full circle, how things are kind of connected, and to some degree it might give you the sense of rebirth to leave whatever situation you're in. You have the Eight of Cups, and here there's a firefly that's kind of taking off and shining a light, allowing others to kind of see that they have decided to move on. So this may be leaving a job, leaving a relationship, leaving a mindset or a problem. But here it seems like it's going to lead to stress before there's some type of understanding or appreciation of what needs to be happening. And here the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Two of Cups. So here it's a sense of, connecting with your higher self, understanding the relationship of give and take, and to some degree it may be, if these are Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, or actual people, then to some degree either preserving the relationship or what's best for the relationship is for someone to kind of for you to kind of recognize what's no longer for your best and highest good, and to leave those things behind and to look for that new opportunity that's right for you. So let's pull an oracle card for a message from your inner light about what to embrace this month. You have Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. So here, this concept of letting go is shown in this Eight of Cups, also in this concept of the world, and in the Five of Cups as well. So with this card of autumn, it's this time where the leaves change, at least in North America, like the leaves start turning colors and falling off, things start decaying and dying off, and this is part of that natural cycle, the 4 seasons that you sometimes the world is considered like different seasons of the years as well. And also concept of the wheel is different seasons, but the idea of letting things go, things that aren't for your best and highest good, is part of the natural cycle of things, so that things that are new opportunities, new sense of value, even for your self-worth, new environment, those can start coming through when you let go of things that are no longer for your best and highest good. So I'm hoping this reading provides a helpful perspective of your August. To uncover more about the month, look into your readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs, and we'll see you next time. Take care.